Well, happy Thursday and welcome everybody. Today I am going to go over a landing page in Lofty. So it's going to be very area specific. So that way, instead of just throwing out this wide, what's your home worth, you're going to be very specific so you can grab more people that you're trying to attract, right? All right, so let's share screen. I got to move all of us out the way. All right, let's go to Lofty. Move us. All right, so in Lofty, this is the main dashboard right here. So you're going to come over to marketing. We're going to come down to landing pages. Maybe, if it ever loads. There we go. And you're going to do an add new landing page up here at the top. And we are going to do for seller. And we're going to do this very first one. So I'm going to put on here, name it Fenton. Save. And so this was what pulls up. You can change this picture. You can change the color of this block. You're going to go right here to the pencil. Click on that. All right, so we're going to scroll. Maybe if my mouse lets me scroll. No, why is it not scrolling? There we go. So instead of it saying, what's your home really worth? I am going to change that to, what's your 48430 home really worth? So that's my Fenton area. So you're going to be very specific again on who you're trying to target. So when everyone's scrolling on Facebook or Instagram, they're going to be like, oh, I live in that area. Let me click on it. You can change, find out fast and free, enter your address below. You can change all of that if you want to. You can change this color by coming right here, right? If I, oh, you got to highlight it. My fault. Let's highlight it. You can change the color of it. I don't know if it's going to show up on there, so I'll leave it at pink and see what it does. And then right here is where you can change this color too if you want to. Oops, I didn't highlight it all. Enter your, like all of that right there, change, highlight it, your color. And here's the button color, right? I kind of do like that tealy color. I'm just going to leave it. Here is where you want to change the picture. Now remember, you got to change it desktop and mobile. If you only change desktop, the mobile is going to be this default. So you're going to click on that. You're going to replace it. I'm going to upload a picture. I already have this in my computer, so I'm going to upload it. Here's our Lake Fenton right here. Perfect. So that is my photo. So you can't really see the pink, so I will probably change that back. Replace picture. Add. All right, let me go back up here, change my colors, because you can't really see that. White, you can see much better. And then this one. Back to white. There, you can see that better. Now let me see if I can change my button color. What is my thingy? Let me look. So it's no, it didn't take it. Okay. Let's see. Is it going to do it now? No. Perfect. We're just going to leave that color then. Right? So here's this. This is step one. Step two, you're going to come down. There's a little plus right here. You're going to click on that. You're going to come over to the left and you're going to go to listings. And then let me see, how do I want this to look? I'm just going to do this top one. So if you scroll, here's that, right? Listings is in black. If you want, you can highlight it, put it in the middle. So that way it will move it over to the middle. You can change the color of it. Since that is on white, I can probably do that. Why isn't it not changing? There we go. You can add a description here. This is the quantity that will show. You can change that if you want to. Then you're going to come into your preset filter. Okay, I'm not a robot. Oh, geez, motorcycles, motorcycle. I think that's all of them. Perfect. Let's go back. And I am going to only put in Fenton. All right, so here's Fenton. We're going to hit OK. And so that will change to Fenton. Let's see. All of these you can go through, see if you want to add, change, do anything. You can change the style right here if you decide like, don't really like how that looks. And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to add one more thing if it lets me. Under listings. Was it under listings? Nope. I'm going to do a market snapshot. And I am going to do this one. So we're going to scroll down. And then preset. I'm just going to do it again because sometimes Lofty doesn't take it. So let's do that again. Fenton. We're going to do OK. And that should populate in here. And then you can come up to this eyeball to see how it looks. So this will be your page. See, so here's the listings because, people in that area are going to want to know what's for sale. They can look at more. And then here's the market snapshot, which I really like because it tells you how many listings have sold, the average sale price, and days on market, right? So that is just my cute little thing that I set up. And then when you're done, you just hit publish. Nope, I don't want to boost that because that's a waste of money. So we're not going to do that. Perfect. I hit publish, back to editing. And then let me move this out the way. Come back over here. So here's Fenton. Let me refresh the page just so it's updated. All right, Fenton. So you can click on it and there she is. And so you can share this link and just post on your socials, or you can take it into listings to leads or street text and come over to ads. And then you're going to create your audience. You can buy a list and upload your audience in here. I reach out to my title company and have them pull an area for me. You're going to come in here to create an audience. You'll upload it here, name your audience. Once it's in there, you're going to come over to custom ad and you'll create your ad there. And when you get your ad going, there's a little checkbox that's going to say target your specific area, and it's going to have a drop down, and then you'll pick your audience that you created. So that way you can just remarket to them. So you only have to spend like a dollar or two maybe a day instead of spending $7 to $10 on trying to grab leads. This is just marketing or remarketing. So that way you stay right in front of them to all of those people. So super easy. You can do this in street text too, if you guys have street text. But super, super simple. All right. Who has questions? I know that was kind of just short and sweet. What's your question, John?
Yes, Carrie, do you have that page within your website hidden, or do you have it visible in some way?
It's hidden.
Certainly it's on your website, right?
Yep. So this is a hidden page.
Hidden page, okay.
Yep.
So that's good. You get people over into your website and then they're able to put this information in. Um,
Yep.
on the listings to leads, when you essentially direct people to that Lofty website, when you put in your ad, is that an ad that it's just an ad that is a capture ad then to direct people to that website, right? So it's a whole nother design having to come in with that particular ad.
Yep. So this is what your ad would look like, the front right here.
Oh, okay. So you would just use
Yep.
that,
Let me
maybe.
pull up my Facebook real quick because I did one for my Grand Blanc area and I shared it so that way you can kind of see. Let's see. Right here. So this is what the ad would look like.
Okay.
Let me click on her so that way you can see it better. Listings. New construction. These are listing to leads that auto post for me. So this is one, but I changed the picture on it. So this is what the ad would look like.
Okay.
And this is the other one.
Yeah, it looks like a very, now let's say generic, but it doesn't look like where it's going to take people. But that's great.
Yep. So right here, they would, how it says to click here. So when they
Mhm.
click, and you can change the verbiage. You can change whatever you
Sure.
want in there. And this is where it's going to take them to your page you built. So here's all the listings, and
That's
here's the little
great.
market snapshot. And I kept this short and sweet because if you give them too much info, it's going to overwhelm them and they're not going to know where to look.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's very specific to one area, right? You can do this with, your subdivisions if you want to do that too. Yeah. So that's what that looks like.
Gary, when you market that, do you market it obviously just to that zip code, to that location?
So I just shared this on all of my socials, and then I have to still upload my audience into listings to leads. And
Okay,
then that's where I'll do my remarketing to that very specific.
okay.
Yeah, but it's going to be all of the 48439. I'm not going to say all of it because that's like a lot of people, but I will do certain areas that I really want and upload those for my audience. Because if you have like, say you put in like 10,000 people in this area, you can't get away with a dollar or two a day. You're going to have to spend about $10 a day so it hits everybody. But yeah, I'm just going to do my certain subdivisions that I've been farming with postcards from Mailbox Power and things like that. I'm going to upload all of those. And then let's see. What I don't like about Lofty is it doesn't give you like analytics on this. Like this one, it says, it had 4 eyeballs and 4 feet. I don't know what the feet mean. Imprints, probably. Visitors and page views. Okay, so that's what that means. But it doesn't really give you good analytics. And I hate that I'm going to say this out loud. Kvcore does. So I'm like, Lofty, get it together because Kvcore is crushing you with this. But
Kvcore has amazing analytics. Same thing on the email openings. I'm working on Lofty
yeah.
with that. So I put the I put the word out.
Yes, I was like, come on, Lofty. Kvcore has this. You're killing me.
Yeah, and I want to know how many people open a specific email. You can do it by
Yeah,
day, but if I send 2 mass emails out, I have no idea. But
I
this is
know.
really good, Carrie. I'm gonna work on this today.
Yes, and it's so simple, and you can make it so specific. That's why you go in, either go have your photographer go take landmark pictures of the areas or of the subdivision, the golf course, whatever you're trying to do, and pop it in there because that's going to pull their attention. Like how I
And this
did.
part's actually easier than Kvcore because you can edit them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
So
have to
that's
reinvent the wheel every time.
right, absolutely. And here too, if you want to just share it, you just, click on the little airplane or you can share it into a post and you can schedule the post out in Lofty. So
Now, are you liking listings to leads better than street text? Street text is really expensive.
street text is very expensive. I love street text, but it is very expensive. So I'm obsessed with listings to leads. Like
Okay.
the things that they offer, unreal. Now, do you have it right now, Patty?
I used to, and then I stopped, but I have some agents on my team that I cannot get to post. And I saw your post. I'm like, okay, I need to have a meeting with listings to leads again and get my
Yeah,
agents on there because if it's not in your wheelhouse, you should have someone doing it for you. But it
right.
needs to be done every day.
Absolutely. And so listings to leads was $60 a month.
Okay.
Back in April, now it's 95. So
Okay.
still an amazing price for what you get. Like, let me show you something in listings to
Yeah, and
leads.
right now I'm trying to decide what platform I'm going to spend money on, and it's only going to be one because you
I
guys all
would,
know everybody wants our money.
yes, everybody wants our money. But check this out. This I didn't build. This just comes with listings to leads. And listings to leads is completely branded to you. So all your colors,
Right.
you only got to set it up once and it's done. But let me show you this. I send this to potential clients or current clients. This is my client review website. I have my own website, right? So I did nothing. So this is all of your reviews on here. Well, your Google and Zillow reviews are on here. And then you keep scrolling, and this is also, they can contact me, they can write a review. And now they have access to my 100-point marketing plan. Look at this. And they can click on it, and do this. And it has PDFs on here. So new construction, first-time home buyers, and then look at all these other PDFs that they can download for free. Look at that value you're offering. And then it has like some of your properties on
Then the
here.
list, okay.
And then it has my social media post on here.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. And then it has a what's your home's worth, contact me, my info. Now that is my website. I didn't do this. This is what they populated for me.
Oh, that's really good. The more
Yeah.
we get out there, the better.
Yeah. Joanna, can you drop my listings
Already
to leads
done.
link in there? Patty, grab that link and you'll get the 30-day
Oh,
free trial and
oh,
give
thank you.
give it to all your agents too, because they'll get the 30-day free trial. If you go through listings to leads, you only get 14. But mine
Okay.
specifically,
Oh,
you get
perfect. Thank you.
30. And let me show you one other thing since you said your um ah let me move that out the way. And then
And
over here, oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say you didn't go through that too fast. It was perfect.
Okay. And then if you go to the social content, because how you want this
Oh,
auto,
I remember this.
yeah, look at this. These are all my posts that are just done, ready to
And you
go.
get to tweak whether it's funny or decorative or
Yep. Yep.
landscaping or whatever. Yeah.
Here's your topics right here. Pick them all. Like, look at all this. 44
Fill your
topics.
pages.
Yep. You just select the ones you want and then it's done. Your settings go here, where you're gonna make
Boy,
it.
talk about a system where you don't have to do anything. So personally, I got off track last year because I got really sick for a couple of months and then my mom passed away. And when you do that in real estate, then the next 6 months you have no money coming in because you've
Yeah.
stopped doing, and this takes care of that.
This hand, you just set it up and you forget it. It's one of those
Yeah.
set and forget it.
Oh, she's still working.
Yep, yep. Oh, she's still doing posts, things like that.
Yep.
It's really truly an amazing system.
No, I forgot about that.
Yep, yep. So do the 30-day free trial with my link, pass it to all your agents so they can do the 30 days and use my link to sign up and
I
set
will.
it up.
Now, are you seeing how many on your, can you share your ad results? Any of those?
Yep. So
I'm
I
sorry,
only,
I'm sorry, you guys,
no,
if
you're
I take away
fine.
from Lofty.
You're fine. I haven't ran a lot of ads lately on here. But like this one I stopped early. I only spent $10.32 and got 10 leads.
10
10
leads is
views.
plenty to manage.
Right. Like this one I spent $5. I got 5 views. But I didn't run it very long. And then like this one didn't do very good, so I shut it off. I spent 20, got 4 leads. This I got 9.
Oh, but that's cool because that's like street text. You can see what's performing and what isn't, and then tweak it or stop it or whatever.
Yep, yep. This one's 17. This one, 189.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just like you said, like street text, you got to watch it. If it's not performing, shut it off, try it again. Yep, same thing.
Oh,
So,
I'm digging this.
yeah, isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, I was trying to decide between BAMX and a couple other platforms, but I think this actually does more
Yeah. You
because they're
can,
all about content.
yep, and you can retarget on here too.
Yeah,
You know, you can run Google ads on here too, but that's an extra like 50 a month. I don't do that because you have to have a nice ad spend for Google. So
right.
I
And
don't
it
even
takes a
touch
long
that.
time.
Yep,
Yeah.
I don't even touch that. And how Street Text has the remarketing bundles, you know, listings to leads is going to have that soon. So,
Okay. And I know Wendy's all over that.
yep. So, and then she's the Street Text lifer, and I'm the listings to
Yeah.
leads lifer.
Well, I'm glad I came on today because this is excellent. I did perfect timing. Isn't that
Yes.
funny?
Yep. That's we're in sync like that, Patty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sherry.
I got a lofty question.
Yeah.
It came up yesterday. Wendy had said that she had figured out through Kvcore, which I don't have, but I do have Lofty, how to set up an automated search based on a tag. Do you know if Lofty has that? I mean, I know they, say they're looking at pool homes.
Yeah, so this is how that is done. So when you're running the ad, right, and
Mhm,
it's going to say click here for your full list of pool homes,
right.
going to take them to that list. And
Mm-hmm.
then once they click on it and start looking at the homes,
Mm-hmm.
Lofty automatically will start sending them properties that they look at, like properties that they look at.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
then what I would do, I would go in and tailor it more. But say you don't have time or you haven't talked to them yet, just
mhm.
know that since they're looking at $300,000 homes with pools, Lofty's going to continue to send them like properties in those areas.
Oh, okay. They won't just send them random properties. They'll
Nope, it's
look
going
at,
to be, yep, Lofty. And say they go off and start looking at $20 million mansions,
uh-huh.
Lofty's going to start sending those to them.
Okay, so it'll watch what they're doing.
Yep, and start
Okay.
sending them. And it sends that weekly to them.
Mm-hmm.
I go in and I set it up for daily because, there's still nothing here for sale.
Yeah.
I set that up for
Okay.
daily too. And you
Yeah.
can do it by tag. You can
Yeah.
tag
You
pool
can?
homes in wherever city and just assign that tag. And you can also do a smart campaign that will reinforce
Yeah, I
it.
knew about the Spark campaign. It was just the property alert that I was was interested in. So
Yeah,
okay.
I
Lofty,
think I have
Lofty does a
7
lot.
different property alerts within my Orange County. So
Mm-hmm.
people get whatever county they're or whatever part of the county they're in every like Carrie said, daily.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yep, because I just want to stay in front of them. And another thing that I do, Sherry, is I put them on the market snapshot because that's just all that good info right there that they want to know anyways. And I send that monthly. That way I'm not, overwhelming them with emails. And I get a lot of you can see when they open that email, so I like that.
I
Any
gave up
other?
worrying about sending too much email. I send the market update every week. Plus I
Yeah,
send mass emails probably 2 or 3 times a week.
yeah.
And is everybody doing Sharon's deal of the week on Thursdays?
Why do I know his name, but I can't help
He
me?
is the president of Real, but his if you
That's
look up
right.
Sharon deal of the week, it's amazing. And
Oh
he
yeah, I
even
send
has
that out.
yeah, he has a link for AI that all you do is put in copy and paste and it does everything for you.
Okay. Yeah,
Super easy.
I
What
haven't
used
seen
to
his
take me
link.
45 minutes takes me 10 now.
Yeah. that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I have not seen his link, but for years I've been doing deal of the week, especially like when I go and meet a FISBO, I ask them if I can do a walkthrough video of their home, and then I pop it into BombBomb so I can see who's watching it and all that fun stuff. And then I'll put like a just a description and all that, and reach out if you want to know more.
That's
If you want to see.
perfect. And I'll send you Sharon's AI link later today.
Yeah, send me that. I want to see. I was like, I know that name. Why do I know that name? But that's why. Yeah, no, he gives a lot of good advice. I'm wow. I follow him on TikTok, I think. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
see a lot of
obsessed.
his
Yeah.
stuff.
Can you
Yeah.
put his TikTok in the chat?
I would have I can do it separately unless you have
Okay.
it, Patty.
I'll grab it.
And I'm like, I would have to, I'm not logged in on TikTok on this computer, so I would have to do all
Well, I'll
of
just pull
that stuff.
Instagram.
Yeah, no, he gives a lot of good advice too. And I love how straightforward he is, like no BS. Like
Totally.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the best part. Oh, it's not going.
John, do you have any questions? I know you usually like to ask some questions.
Usually I have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
So it's so these audiences, that's one of
Mhm.
the things I've been looking at is one can create audiences within Facebook and or sorry, yes, you can upload and create an
Mhm.
audience within Facebook. You also do it within street text. And now I just learned that you can do it within listings to leads. And I'm wondering if any of these things are shared between them, or am I trying to, if I'm overthinking this, is that each one is just unto itself as a marketing um, vehicle, right? Because,
So
yeah,
I was gonna say, so when you do street text remarketing and listings to leads remarketing, it's gonna be the exact same thing inside of the Facebook and Instagram. Like street text isn't gonna do anything special that listings to leads isn't gonna do. You're just being retargeted. The only difference is you're paying more in street text for it than you will be in listings to leads.
I see. I see. It's one of the questions is I realized I went into my Facebook and I realized that I could put audiences in there. And I go, that's interesting. Those audiences apparently are not shared other places. I'm not going into, each one is not directing and creating an audience within Facebook, but they're held separately. And then it had me thinking, where's the best place to be running these or be holding them? Or I end up uploading them in different places, right? Those different,
Right.
and so you told me that the cheapest place is listings to leads at this moment. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
And just with listings to leads too, you just get so much. Like they have
yeah,
hundreds of PDFs. You can run ads just on the PDFs. So if say you want to niche in with new construction, just run this new construction PDF all the time. Run that ad because they
well,
can download it. Now you're offering so much value.
I realize I'm only using the tip of the iceberg in listings to leads. And,
Yeah.
That's what most of us do.
Mm-hmm.
Till we get
yeah.
on a call like this.
Yep. And then I open up to like all of the magic and you're like, I had no
You're like,
idea.
wow.
Well, in this call, you just told me things that I knew about within Lofty, but I haven't been using to their full potential.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've related those things, how I can get those in through listings to leads or
Yeah.
anywhere else. And wow, that's really powerful.
I know. Listings to leads is an amazing tool. I love it. I'm going to be a lifer with that one. Huge
Well,
lifer.
and I mean, you're helping evolve that platform. And I
Yeah.
think that's really important because sometimes people will go away from something because it doesn't offer everything that they'd like, such as we were saying that what was it? These other platforms have things that Lofty doesn't have. And who
Mhm.
was saying? Was it you, Patty, or that you were saying you're going to help bring up the functionality of Lofty? And it's interesting. Carrie, you're doing that with listings to leads, but Wendy's doing that with street text, and this is extremely powerful because
Mhm.
I'm not
Gotta
sure if that
tell them what we
even,
need.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just have to
And
pick your favorite. Pick your favorite.
right, pick your favorite. And
Yeah.
Lofty has the potential to be like one of the greatest platforms if they
I
would just
agree.
listen, implement what us agents are telling you we need, and agents would flock.
Yeah.
The only other platform that I like better than Lofty that I came across is Sync.
Think.
And that's real expensive too.
Stupid expensive. I mean,
Yeah.
you're going to sell your kidney on the black market. Yeah, that boy is expensive.
Well, sometimes I notice that these platforms, they put them together, they say they have something, it may be a little bit better, but then they sell it to a very elite group and then they charge them 10 times as much. And if you do the math, you're only dealing with 1/10 the people, but they're paying 10 times as much. You're making the same amount as if you had, a much larger group of people that you were charging them less. And it's just a different business model.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd rather have one where they have their ear to the market and they're incrementally making changes because we want those improvements to stay a
Yeah.
bit ahead of the other implementers, I should say.
Yeah. And with listings to leads too, you can go directly in there and make landing pages straight from there too. You don't have to link it like I did, but I like to because I want to drive that traffic to my website, so I can rank higher when people are Googling. So I want to drive that traffic there. But even if you are into recruiting, listings to leads also has a recruiting landing page. If you don't like it, build it out differently because it's all edible. So, and you can make your own custom landing page.
Carrie, um, are you able to track things better in one than the other? I mean, we noticed, who was it? Maybe it was it Patty? I'm sorry. Maybe you were saying that you can do things within, what's the platform?
Maybe
KV
core.
Core.
Kvcore better than you can do them within Lofty. And I'm questioning whether we have which one is better. I mean, maybe it's better to go back to Kvcore. I mean, not that I want to do that, but if you're trying to track, if your sole thing is to try to get the granularity trackability into these things, but maybe if you're targeting retargeting, right? You're remarketing to a select group of people, then maybe it's not as important to know all that because you're not reaching into the vast ocean of
Right.
people, but you already have people that are within your um,
Carrie, can I add something on that?
Yeah.
I'll do and this is a Sharon thing. Only open if you're looking for pool homes in Dana Point. Only open if you're looking for
oh,
fixers.
gosh.
Then I can go back and look over the last 24 hours and see who's opened that and then further that conversation. But
Is
it's
that it?
very tedious because I'm
Patty, is
doing
that
it
an
one
email?
by one by one.
Is that an email to select people out? Is that
Yeah,
say
well,
only
no, that's in
open?
Lofty, so I can see who opened the only open if email. Then I can
Okay.
go to their
Oh, okay.
profile, I'll update their notes and call, text, video text.
Mm-hmm.
It's excellent.
Video texting is the fastest
Yeah.
and most personal if you're not going to call. I've been trying to call more.
Yeah. And I was always told too, even if someone texts you a question, answer it in a video. Always answer it in a video.
Absolutely.
Oh. You're doing a straight video or you're doing one through a trackability app?
No, just straight video.
A video?
I do it on my iPhone, just a video
Mhm.
text.
Yep. Yep. That way you're making it more personal. You're growing, you're making that bond. So they're like, oh dang, she's just right here talking to me, answering my question, and that way they're gonna remember you. You're just gonna be embedded in their brain.
I have a listing appointment with a lady that's probably been in my database for 3 or 4 years. She's like, you're the only one that sent me a video text and you're the only one I called back.
See. I know it's annoying to do, right? Because God, but do it. I had someone from Keller Williams send me a video text trying to recruit me yesterday. And so I sent her a video text back. I was like, A plus was sending the video text because most agents don't do that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so many people are not doing it. You're right.
Yeah.
Because they're intimidated by it or because it's a hassle, but it's totally worth it.
Yeah. Or they'll do it like, oh, I did 10 of them and then never do it again.
Maybe 10 every day.
Right. Yep. You just got to do it.
And my tripod sitting right here.
Yep, you just got to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes, Patty, we got to get together. We got to
I would love that.
Yes, soon. Do we have any other questions? I know we're 7 minutes over,
This
but
was a great call. Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, I try to do my calls short but very meaningful, give a lot of, what you can implement right now to start, trying to either build your business, grab the leads, get out there, be aware, all of the fun stuff. Thank you, Vicky, for coming. I'm glad that you joined today. I love
Great
that.
job.
Yes, and all of my recordings go on my YouTube channel and in the Thirsty Thursdays group. So they're posted both. So if you guys ever miss them.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
absolutely. All right,
Really
bye guys.
powerful,
I
great
will see you
stuff.
next week.